We're going. Welcome to the beginning part of the video where we make sure everything's working, and we'll see how we get on. Refresh this. See if that works. It looks like it will do. That's good. Okay, we're going there, and our chat has come up just in case anyone comes in whilst we're watching and playing. Alright. Fantastic. Okay, so hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single-player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, and buy different weapons and armour to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and find out what happens. In this video series I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long, and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, so it should be quite a long series. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week for the next few months, so please leave a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat. Any and all feedback is very much welcome and kind of the reason why I'm doing this. So I'm not going to do a big recap. I recommend watching the older videos or the tutorials for any more information about just the general how to play the game. I've got a few quests going on at the moment here. We've got my handmade tray here, so each quest is a small deck of cards. They're labelled A to Z and 1 to whatever, depending on how long they are. I also got in here where we left off last stream, so we're on this map card, and we are just starting a new set of steps. We're on the first step, so our 12-sided die here is our character marker. Every 12 steps we mark 1/2 hour on the time tracker, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll just show you what the map cards look like. They're mini cards. In the top left corner is the number of the card, and then north, east, south and west are numbers for the cards you pick if you want to go in that direction. In fact, on this card you'll see the westerly direction has an X. That means you're right at the edge of the map. We can't go any more west. We've also got a foraging node on here too. In this game, bushes are barriers. You can't swim and you can't climb up and down large cliffs. We're going to put this down here because we've got quite a long way north to go. So I'm just going to anticipate that straight away. 2 streams ago we died, so we had to drop half of our items because we did a unlucky roll. There's a 50-50 chance of having to suffer a consequence if you fall in combat. You don't die, you just fall in combat. We go back to the inn. Maya went there, the innkeeper, we owe her 10 gold for coming and getting us. Somehow she knows that we've fallen. Maybe she does a little look around Port Ovis every night just in case someone has been attacked by a beast swarm or a boar or something. Yeah, so we did that, and so today in this in-game day we can only hold 1 equipped weapon. So we did have a short sword and a shield, but we're just having the shield now because we don't want to get into combat when we're sort of we can't use both hands basically. I'll show you what a character tray looks like. I'm just calling it a tray. It's kind of like a mat. So in the top left we've got our equipment. We've got boar leather at the moment. We want to upgrade that a little bit and then eventually buy bear hide and then probably wolf leather as well. We've got our oak shield equipped, and we've got an empty spot for the sword because we aren't using that at the moment. We've got a satchel space that you get at the beginning of the game that gives us 35 slots here to work with. All the items are chits, and most of them are 1/2 inch square like this, but some of them are slightly different sizes, like the bronze short sword and the fishing rod are these longer ones, and the pickaxe and axe are slightly wider and longer. So we've also got a pouch, which is where you want to keep your food, which is how you recover your health, and it's the only thing you can access during combat. That's expandable. We've got quest items in here. Once you do quests, you'll be getting quest items. They can be stored there. The dream deck, so that's, like I said at the beginning, that's like our main story, but there's only a chance to progress in that every time you sleep. You have to sleep in a bed or bedroll to do that as well. So you can progress the main story kind of at your own pace a little bit. We've got an inventory here, so we did a quest where you unlock being able to stay at the inn and pay at the end of the week instead of at the beginning of the week. We did pay off that, but we are struggling to get a bit of money to pay for the second week if we want that. I'm tempted just to show how wild sleeping will work for maybe one day. We've got a day before we need to maybe need to sleep in an inn, but that's okay. We can see what the wild sleeping is. You just have to divide your time between sleep and guard and hope you don't get attacked in the middle of the night. We've got skiff storage, which we haven't unlocked. Weather is okay or raining. Animals won't come out if it's raining, so it's a bit more tricky, but it can be good if you're doing some logging in the woods. You won't get attacked. We've got Merwin's map in a special spot here because it's the only map of Port Ovis that you can use. It's like a hand-drawn map, so it's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty accurate, so you know roughly where you want to go. And that's everything in there. So what we want to do is we did some cooking last stream, and we've got about 30 gold from that. We've got 0 gold at the moment, really. We've got low health. We can only use 1 arm. So we're not in the best of situations for the end of the week. But we can finish off 2 quests I had a look at. So we've got one up at the beekeeper. We're going to go up to him and finish his quest, because the whole reason why we came down here to begin with was to get some flowers for some beeswax for the tanner. So we got that. We waited 2 days because we also died. That used up a day. So we're going to go up to the beekeeper, and we're going to hand that in, hopefully get some gold, then there's another quest we can do and hopefully get 20 gold from that as well. So we should be alright for 50, but I'm tempted to upgrade our leather armour with that money instead of pay at the inn. Yeah, sleep is quite important in this game. I haven't really done any playthroughs where I've tested if you don't get that much sleep, so it's probably worth doing that in this video series, really. Yeah, the last playthrough I did was just on my own, so it was just doing everything kind of right, really, and it worked, just to test it. So now we should do a few things that are a bit strange, I think. So I think we should do a bit of wild sleeping and just level up our armour. We've got 2 boar hide, so that we can level up 2 bits of armour with that, and it costs 10 gold each. As well on top of the hide. So let's go north. This is a little chit to say we've used that node, so I remember. We're going to go straight north. I think it's quicker than going around. I think there are some things over here, but I think we need to keep straight and narrow for now. Don't need to go off in a random direction. When you're going in the woods, time is doubled, so there is a little bit of a penalty for walking around in the woods doing logging or getting in fights with animals. It does take up a bit more time, which is kind of the only resource you want to worry about. Gold, you can easily get that with enough time, but nighttime can be a bit tricky at the beginning. You're discouraged from being out at night, but we did a bit at night anyway. But yeah, you can always flee combat if you need to. So yeah, let's go north, and we'll go to the beekeepers. So we need card 269. I've got over 300 cards here, all divided into 50s. So we just pick from the right bundle, and doesn't take too long. But there is a bit of putting cards away, taking cards out. So that's the kind of game it is. Some people like that, some people don't. I don't mind it. I don't think it. Once you get the hang of things, it doesn't take very long. You just look in the top left corner for the cards, and going east to west or west to east is always going to be sequential, so you can just make little piles and then whack them back into the bundles. So I don't think it's too difficult, but it depends on what kind of game you like to play. Right, we're going to put that down there. We're going to move it along a little bit. I don't think we might be able to get up to the beekeeper. Let's put it down as far south as we can. So for every movement, so first of all, it takes twice as long to move in the woods, and for every step we roll an 8-sided die to see I can remember it now. If we get an encounter with an animal, I don't think you want to risk trying to get another boar hide. Maybe at the top of it. I don't know. It's very risky to do that. We got just one weapon we can use. We do have we've got some pie, which does heal us for quite a bit, but yeah, it depends really. Depends. The blocks are very helpful. Anyway, let's move 1, 2, 3 steps, and then we're in the woods. So we roll an 8-sided die. 1 to 3 is nothing. 4, 5 is a rabbit, which you just pick a random card to see if you catch it or not, and you get a raw meat if you do. 6, 7 is a boar, and an 8 is a bear. It's a 2, so it's nothing. So we continue to move up. 2, 2, 5 is not in here. Where are we? 2, 2, 5. So that is 3, 4, 5 steps, and then we roll our 8-sided die. So it is supposed to be a relaxed type of game. You go on an adventure, but you're doing it at your pace, and you're doing whatever you want to do when you want to do it. I have got extra rules that can make the game more difficult, like a survival mode where you have to eat every day, and you don't get the inn at the beginning, that kind of thing. But it's supposed to be kind of pretty just sort of fun and tailor the game to your own preferred way of playing. 6. That's a boar. So we choose a species at the beginning of the game, and every species has a combat and a skill bonus. Our skill bonus is to be able to sneak before having to unlock it first. So I know that the boar has a sneak of 4. So if we, at the moment, we're only at sneaking level 1, we need to level it up, but we roll a d6, a 6-sided die for that. So we've got a 50% chance of sneaking past the boar, so that's why I'm not getting the cards out. So 4, 5, 6 to 5, yes. So we don't even need to bother getting the cards out, we just carry on. 2, 2, 4. We did these nodes last stream, so we're not doing them again. 6, 7. I need to write up a select collection of all the nodes so it's a bit easier to remember which ones have been used and which ones haven't. 4, that's a rabbit. We will do the rabbit because it is always useful having raw meat, especially now that we have unlocked cooking. It is just rolling a 20-sided dice. It's not super fun, but when you level it up you get better chances of cooking the meat, what's the word, more or better, basically. You got more chances at cooking it better. You go excellent meat all the way down great, good, fine, charred, burnt and ruined. So there's a chance that you can completely ruin it, and there's a chance you can make it excellent, which sells for 25 gold, but that only unlocks at level 5, and it's only a 1 that you get that. But I got it a few times before. And great meat sells for 16, so it can be a really good way of getting money. Capture 1 raw meat. So I've got these little chip bags at the moment, which isn't the best way, but it's fine for what we're doing at the moment. Right, we also need to think a little bit about space in our satchel, so if we don't have the inventory, then yeah, we won't have much space. We might have to drop a few things. That's okay. Right. 180. So if you want to cook, you have to buy a cooking pot, and you have to make a fire. And it can't be on a map card with a building on it for fires. Or you have to go down to our friend Orod, where we were last stream, and he has a cooking pot, so we can cook at his house as well. But that's quite far out of the way. 8, 9 steps. So it'd be good to get a cooking pot, but it does cost 50 gold. 5. That's a rabbit again, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, rabbit again. Capture. Alright, we've got a couple of raw meat. I don't know, we're not going to go back. I guess what we could do, I mean, the rabbits, the encounters are not a node, so you can just go back and forth and hope you get rabbits, I suppose. But it's a bit of a weird way to play the game. What is it? A 2 in 8, 1 in 4 chance of getting it. Yeah. Well, and then you might get hit by other animals as well, but you could do it if you wanted to play that way. Like I said, it's supposed to be very open for people to play how they want to play. 179. So if you want to roll around in the woods all day hunting rabbits, you can do. And cooking up all the raw meat, you might enjoy that. Pretty less way to play. 9, 10, 11. We're out of the woods. One more roll. It's a 6. That's a boar. We will roll our sneak. 4, 5, 6. We can sneak past it. But we're around the edge of the woods here, actually. Ooh, do I want to risk it? Do I want to risk a fight with a boar to get one more boar hide, and we can level up 3 times then? I'm tempted. We can still use our sneak roll either to flee or to get an extra attacking at the beginning of combat. It's a 3, we don't anyway. Okay, I'm tempted to fight it. I'm always tempted to fight it, and this is how we end up falling. It's how we end up falling in combat, and then all the other plans go to waste. I'm tempted. Boar killed us last time though. Right, every animal has their own deck of cards of attacks, and they've all got some misses in there as well. You've got some misses too. We don't. We did upgrade our weapons. You buy cards to upgrade your weapon deck. You start off with 12 as a starter deck, and you buy up to 24, max 24. You have to keep 4 misses, but the idea is they will come up less because you have more cards. Yeah, okay, I'm tempted to do it. So here's what the board. All the enemies have an information card. So it tells you their name in the top left and what they are. So it can either be an animal, a creature, or a monster. It's got 25 health. We've got 21 health, to be fair. But we're going to be taking some hits because we've only got a couple of parries. We can... okay, end of round 1, end of round 2, it will do damage. So this is what killed us before. At the end of round 2, if it's alive, which it probably will be, it's going to do a charge, which is an initiative 6 attack. And there's loot at the bottom. We just have to be prepared for that this time. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to use my brains, and we're going to eat food if we need to. I've got pies. They restore 10 health. You can't restore over your max, not including the sleep bonus. Our max is 23, so we would have to go down to 13 or close to it, really, so we don't waste any of the health. My combat bonus with the species is to convert 1 hit per combat into an initiative. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, let's just have to be careful. We're going to use our pie when we need to. Tally up your damage per turn. There are 3 turns per round. The boar has 2 rectangles on the back of its card. That indicates that you reshuffle all the cards at the end of 2 rounds. You always do the animal's card first, the enemy card first. Okay, they got a miss. They've got a miss. We need to do 25 damage to it. We start off with 4 cards in hand. 2, 3, 2 misses. Okay, and a parry and a swing. So that's kind of alright. What have we got here? We've got our parry blocks for 2 and hits for 2. Swing does 3 and we've got 2 misses. So with a short sword you can combine 2 cards together like that once per round. But you always have to put something down. You can only ever pick 1 card back up for each turn. So it's not a bad start. It's got a miss. We can drop one of our misses. So I think I'm going to go for it. Oh, And we can always flee. We can always flee. Try to remember that. We can flee as well. Can't flee at the end of a round. It has to be part of your turn is what I'm doing. Right, 21 versus 25. I'm going to drop a miss. This is turn 1. Pick up. We've got a critical hit. That's good with my swing. That means I can do twice as much damage. I can do 6 there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's a charge. Right, that's okay. That's okay. I can turn one of my hits into. Okay, I'm gonna drop the miss. Might sound silly, but I can't parry it, and I could just do 6 damage. I could take 6 and do 6. I could take 6 and do 6. Yeah, I mean, but I don't want the miss in my deck, you see. So I think I'm just going to take 6 damage from that. All I could do is put a parry down and get 4 damage. Could do that. That might be worth doing. I've got another parry in the deck, but I don't want all these misses. I've got 2 more misses in there as well. I don't know if I want to use up. Okay, let's just leave it. We're going to drop the miss, pick up something good, critical hit. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, it's doing a bite. So I'm going to parry the bite and just take 4 from that. And we'll keep the crits and the swing. So let's parry and do. Yeah. Okay. So we're receiving 6, 8. So that's quite a lot. So we're at 21. So 8 minus 20 would be 12. So it's 13. That's how I'm figuring that out. Maths is not my strong point. We're doing 2 damage to it. So it wasn't actually, well, it's okay. We've got, well, we're going to get 6 at the end of the next round. So that's 3 turns. That's the end of round 1. So all the cards go to the end. We start again. I start with 4 cards again, so I pick up. Yeah, it was going to be a miss. Right. Okay, they're doing a miss. Right, we're going to drop our miss. Pick up. Can't be another miss. So now we're going to do our damage. Now we're going to do a damage. We're going to do a crit swing, which is 6 damage. We are going to take 4. It's going to still be alive. It's going to still be alive. So it's going to do 6. That's why I've got 13. Right. We only pick up 1. Got parry. Okay. We're going to crit our parry. Crit and parry, even. Because we're going to reshuffle now. So I take 4, 5, 6. So that's going to leave me with 7 health. So that's still 1 more. So even if it... but I haven't used my skill of doing a... how much damage are we doing to it? I haven't used my combat skill of changing 1 attack or block into a initiative. So even if their first attack next round... Oh no, it is going to do a charge, right? It is going to do it. So it's doing that. So I'm down to 1 health. Wait. Okay. I'm down to 1 health. Because it did that charge attack. Because it is still alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's down to 13. Okay. Right. Well, if it does a crit, unless we have 2 parries, we might be dead again. We're risking it. We're risking it. Okay. It's not going to do. It's not going to do another. It's not going to start the round with a charge attack. It's not going to start around with a charge attack. It's not going to start around with a charge attack. Well, it's round 1 actually, so we can just eat some food. Actually, it's going to do a charge, isn't it? No, it's a bite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, we've got a slash. Oh, that's quite good. We've got only one miss. We've got a swing, a slash, and a stab. Very good. A slash is our best hit. We are going to have to eat. So we're going to use up this turn. We're going to eat a tasty meal or apple pie. We're going to eat an apple pie. That does 10 health. Put that there. That's going to bring us up to 11. That's there. Go. It's another bite. That's okay. I'm going to combine. Or do I want to wait to get? I want to get a critical and use my slash and swing. Use my slash with that. Maybe next go. Because that'll do 8 damage. So that does 5. Okay. And pick up 1. It's a miss. Not good. They've got a miss. That's good. We can drop that. We didn't do 10 damage, so it's not going to do charge. It's done 5 damage to it. Let's do that. So that's now down to 8. This is doable. We have taken 8 as well. 8 from our 11 brings us up to 2. No. 3. Okay. We need to eat again, really. Okay. There's our pie. Round 2. Go back up. We need a crit, we need a crit, we need a crit. We get a crit. Okay, that's 8. That will kill it. That will kill it. That will kill it. That will kill it. Put a miss. Put a miss. Yes, it's a miss. It's 4, 8. That's going to kill you. We have 3 health left. Oh, yes. That is the way to do it. Wanted that crit. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We killed the boar. It's definitely tricky. We need to, yeah. Maybe we should buy some more attacks. What, do we want more attacks or do we want more health? Maybe I was thinking we want more. Well, we've got the hide now, so we might as well just do that. It costs less. Each attack card, so essentially leveling up your sword or weapon, is 25, and it's the same as leveling up the skill 1 level, which is also 25. Right, anyway, we get 2 raw meat and a boar hide. So, 2 raw meat. Maybe we should get a cooking pot. It's 50 gold, but it would be very, very helpful. But then we'd need to get kindling and buy a flint stone to make the fire. Oh, that feels good. Right, boar hide as well. We'll just get that too. Boar hide? Yes, boar hide. So that's 3 boar hide. We're going to do some upgrading. That was right on the edge of the woods as well, perfectly timed. Right, we've only got 3 health. That's an apple pie. Let's put that back. Apple pie, apple pie, apple pie. Apple pie. We've got a lot of food types that you can buy, from cheap to expensive, and then all the different types of meat that you can cook, which is 6, not including brewing yet. Right, we've got 3 health, but we're not going to go into any more encounters, so we should be okay. We don't have to waste any food because we're out of the woods. We're out of the woods now. Right, we're not going to come back south, so I'm going to get rid of these cards. Like I said, it can be annoying for some people to do that, but I'm just going to do it. 180, because that way you'll get everything out of the way. And to be fair, it depends on how big your table is. I'm using a very small part of my table, so you won't have to do this as much as I'm doing, because my camera is also, as it can only have a certain small area in focus, so I am doing it a little bit more than I would normally do it. I'm pretty sure we could put the whole map across a decent sized table, really. 269, 270. Okay, right, we're going to start again. And like I said, that didn't take very long, I don't think. Right, putting this down a little bit. We're going to go north. We're going to go east first. 1, 7, 8. Oh, I think that combat is quite good. I'm quite happy with that. I think it works quite well. Because there's an element of luck which keeps it interesting, and but there's an element of skill because you know how many cards you've got and what you've got. So if all the 4 misses come out, you know to save some cards for the next one, and then you know when you're going to reshuffle all the cards, so you know how long to hold something for. So I think that's good. I think that's good. I enjoy it anyway. Right, we're going to go, that's 12. Are we not going to do any fishing? We're going to need a time to just finish off these quests and get a bit of gold. So 1, 2, 2. That's the wood shop. Are we selling anything at the wood shop? No. We're going to go. How well are we going? Yeah, I think that's okay. We'll bring it over a little bit maybe. Right, 1, 2, 3. 118. 117. 16. And then 166. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We're just right at the top there. Let's say 66. So we want to go right up to the top to where the beekeeper is. Finish this quest, get some gold from him. 67, we want to go north. 54. 53 is 8. Pretty sure 8 is his one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8. Yeah, I'll show you what his card looks like. So when you're out exploring, you will come across buildings. I'll show you what the process is for that. So here's the beekeepers. I already know it, but I'll show you. If you didn't know, you would just come across the card like this. You'd see that it's a building, hopefully, and you might think, I wonder who is inside that building. In which case, then what you do is you get the building's deck of cards, which has all the numbers of the cards on the front. And you see the first one here is number 8. You flip it over, and then it tells you who is inside the card. And you can do sneaking, that's why it's gridded. You can sneak around and you can steal items that are labelled, so X for box, D for drawer, S for safe, C for cabinet, that kind of thing. And you can even pickpocket the characters as well if you want to. But you do lose morality for even attempting to do that kind of stuff. And the only way of getting morality back is by completing quests, and they are finite, so you want to keep on top of that a little bit. I am working on, it's not 100% implemented, but there is a kind of bandit route you can take if you want to forgo playing the game properly and just do a lot of stealing and that. Yeah, I am working on that at the moment. So here are all the characters. I've got a whole deck of characters, a lot of characters. Let's find Gedo. There he is. So we'll move our character marker. In fact, we've got to go west 1. We need 7 as well. So you do have to kind of follow the map and think about where you're moving in this game, because at the top here there's a little bit of space basically. So you can go 9, 10, 11, 12 is what you have to do. But you don't have to be super strict with it. You know, movement around the map is reasonably slow. I didn't want you to have to ever be worrying about keeping track of time too much. Right, here's Gedo. He's the beekeeper. So we've got some information about him, his name, the quests he's a part of, his intimidation and sneak level and how much gold he's got, and the coloured in boxes on the right are for the persuasion skill but also indicate that he has a shop. So he sells, being a beekeeper, honeycomb, it's pretty standard, and an empty bottle, which is useful because there are certain forageable critters that only come out in the rain. Actually, I don't think they all only come out in the rain, the ones, but some of them need to be stored in bottles, basically. Which can be useful later on. Right, Ghetto is part of M2, M3 and M4. We are on M3. We had to wait 2 days. That included... Does that... So 2 days, when it says wait 2 days or wait 3 days, that includes the beginning of the day. I should probably add that onto these so people know. Clarify, it's the day and then 2 extra days, or the day and then 1 extra day. So we died, so we had another day, so that was that. It says here, I'll show you. It says at the bottom, wait 2 days, then take M4, and then there are 2 boxes that you can tick, so you know if you waited those days, or you could just keep it in a little journal or something like that. I think this game is good for journaling or something along those kind of lines, because the days are tracked and the things you do can be quite random or lucky, and you know, it's quite fun. And after sort of 60 hours of playing a game, it's quite fun to look back at where you started. Let's put Ghetto up here as well, so you can see the man who's talking. So here we go. So we brought back some flowers that his bees needed to make some honey, I think. So he says, "Here you are, traveller. The order fulfilled for Eli." He's the tanner. "Take a few of these flowers down there for him too. Should brighten up the place." Take quest item M4. So here's a quest item we need to take. Right. Quest item. There's a quest items deck. Everything's card based. M4 is what we're looking for. Where do we find... is this where we find out? Don't have M4. Right, we need to make that then, don't we? Do we not have M4 in here? Maybe we don't have an M, we use them all up. It's supposed to be... what we've got for M, we've got the flowers and the beeswax order. So we don't actually have one for his beeswax, so let's just pretend that was M4. We'll have to make one up for that. Not everything's done in the game yet, so we'll pretend that is M4. Take that down to Eli. That would be the beeswax order. So we've done that. So then what we do, that's quest M4. We will go to Eli and give him the order, then see what he says. Right, so those are the characters. We're going to go to the farm because we're going to sell the meat as well. So the farm's just over here somewhere. No, it's down here, down a bit. Okay, that's fine. So we go 1, 2, 3, and that's half an hour. Done. Okay, and go south to 68. Then we go 60. Let's go down one more to 113, I'm pretty sure. 4, 113. Yeah. Then 112. Then we'll go up. Maybe we did want to go up there. Okay, we did want to go up. That's all right. So we've gone down 5, 6. Oh yeah, 6. And then 69. Yeah, we did kind of go the wrong way. That's all right. 69. And then 70. 70 71, and there is the farmers. And we're going to take a little shortcut round to the tanners after this. So 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to sell our raw meat. So let's get this all out. Not our raw meat, our cooked meat. So we got charred meat, 3 charred, 1 fine. That was good. That's worth 8 gold on its own, that fine meat. But 4 burnt meats are only worth 2 each, but raw meat on its own is only worth 1. So I think we worked out we made over double. Just going to put this raw meat together there. We made over double what we had, so I think that's good. So charred and burnt and fine. So we're going to put them back in the chip bags. So let's just find those are fine, burnt, charred. So fine meat is 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, so that's 16, and then the charred meat is 5 each. Just check it. Yeah, so that's 15 plus 16, which is 31. Yes, 31. Right, so put the charred meat away. Put the fine meat away. Just getting one of those was great. It's almost half of it. Well, not half, but it's a third of it. The total 31. So with gold we use Chinese fortune coins, which is quite nice because they feel good in the hand. And we've got an actual coin purse, which is empty at the moment, unfortunately. But we're now going to get 31, so we start with 1. We get 30. So you won't, I guess you wouldn't have to necessarily use these, but I think it's quite fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Feels like I'm winning, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Then one more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And that feels a lot better. 31. I've got a little tracker for it here anyway, so you could just do the tracker, but I like feeling the gold. Okay, so we sold that. We're going to go to the tanners for the quest and to upgrade our boar hide. So we can do 3. We've got the gold for 3. We're going to go back down to 1. That's fine. We're spending our money. I'm going to put this away so we've got a bit more space. We're spending our money on upgrades. It's good. Right, 72. I'm going to get a bit of gold for this as well. 72. Is that? Yes. Where are you? 72. There. And 73. And south to 108. So that's 9, 10, 11. One. Okay, 108. And then 107 is the inn. Do we need to go to the inn? Hopefully we can go all the way to the tanners. It's quite far to the east, but we might be able to work it. Yeah, it's 102, so we've got a few cards. It should be okay. Right, so 11, 12, 1. So that's a half hour. Got loads of time. We're not even halfway through the day yet, so we could even do some mining or something, get a bit of extra cash. Right. Around this way, we're going to go over to the tanners, or the tannery, which is may not be in shot. It's that one right there. Is that in shot? Just about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. right there on the end. Okay, so that is Eli. So we go into our characters, we find Eli. Where are you, Eli? At the bottom. Okay, so Eli has M5, so that's how we know he is the right person for this quest. As I said, all the character cards are the same. Underneath the portrait, they will have all the quests that they are part of. You can only start a quest with number 1. Hopefully that's reasonably obvious. You can't, so you can just come here and do T4, for example. Anyway, he's got M5, so we know we've got the right person. It also says Eli on the quest as well. So he says, what's this now? Flowers? No doubt he reckons it'll add some colour to the place. Ah, and the order. My thanks, traveller. Your payment also. Here, take these. They may look old. They may look a bit battered, but they are still tough, I assure you. All my goods are made to last. Oh, what do we get? So we lose the quest item M4. The reward is 1 boarhide gloves and 10 gold. Okay. Oh, we've already got boarhide gloves, so we can just sell those. We'll see how much they're worth. So that's the end of that quest. It's only well, it's actually quite a long one, even though it's only a few things. We've got to do a fair bit of travelling for that quest. Right, we're going to keep Eli out because we are going to upgrade with you as well. So we've got boarhide gloves, which we're immediately selling. They're worth 10. Well, they cost 10 gold, which means usually that they're worth half rounded up. There are a couple of exceptions, though, unfortunately. But I've got a list of all the things you can sell in the back of the rulebook. Should be worth 5 boarhide gloves. Yes, 5 gold. So we actually got 15 gold for that. So I'm not going to bother doing the coins. I'm going to add 10 plus 5. So we got 46 because we're immediately going to sell. We're immediately going to buy and upgrade, aren't we? So what we're going to do is we're going to get our boar hides. 1, 2, 3, all of them. We don't need the quest out anymore. Put that at the back of the quest deck. Okay, so it's 1 hide plus 10 gold for each level. Let's get this back out because different armor pieces give you different amounts of defense. So we probably want to just upgrade the body, our leather jerkin, I think it is. Can't remember what it's called. Jerkin yet. Give us 5. They give us the most amount of health, and it's a flat amount extra that the upgrades give you. So level 1 is what everything starts at. Level 2 is plus 2 defense. Level 3 is 5. Level 4 is 8, and level 5 is 12 defense. And that increases the value that they sell at as well. So that could be quite good. We could just get our jerkin up 3, which would be level 4. That's 8 defense, and it sells for 20 gold if you want when we sell it, which we will do. Or so that would be. Hold on. Is it better to get? This is where my maths is not going to work out. So there's a 3 difference between those ones. Okay, so I either get plus 8 defense on top of 5, so that is 13, 8, 19, yeah, 13. So we'd have 13, or we could maybe have 10. Yeah, I don't think that is the way we want to do it, because we could have plus 5 for level 3, so we put 2 of those for the body and 1 into the legs. That would then be 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 4 plus 2 is 6. That'd be 16, so that's better. Yes, we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to add that. Let's put this out of the way. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to upgrade on our tracker here. It's the blue pins at the bottom, and we've got leather armour. They're all at level 1. What we're going to do is move our body to level 3 and move the feet, the legs to level 2. So body is now going to be 1, 2, upgraded twice to level 3, and our legs to level 2. So that's going to be plus 16. No, total added is 7. Okay, I'll just show you that now. So we've just upgraded a couple there, and then we can see we've upgraded those. So now we're going to think about what our total is. So we have 3 health. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm putting that away, and you're going to need this for the maths. Where are we? There we go. Okay. So what are we adding? We're adding 5, 7. So it's 7 total. So even though we don't go up to our full amount, but we only got 3 health, so we do add, as soon as we upgrade, we add that extra defense on straight away. So 7 plus 3 is 10, so we're at 10 health here. But our max would be 23 plus 7, so it's 30 now. That's pretty good. So our max is 30. We now lose 30 we had 31, so we keep 1. There's 2 in there. Right, 1. And we are back down to having an empty coin purse. But we do now have upgraded armor. We've got 30 health now as a baseline 30. If we get a sleep bonus, we could have a maximum of 10, so we could have 40 health. That means we could probably take on bears pretty soon, because they've got 40 health as well. Right, that's great. Thank you, Eli. We have upgraded our gear. I guess it is just this. I mean, it'd be great maybe to have separate chits with artwork on them, perhaps, to show each upgrade. That'd be quite a lot of work, that, but it could be. It needs to feel perhaps a little bit better than just moving some markers on the tracker. I don't know. Maybe it's just a coloured outline that you change, or I have to have a little think about that. It could be good to make that a bit more satisfying. Right, we are. What are we doing? There was another quest. Shield check. Yes. So this is another one that was done before. So we were talking to Shield check, who is it? Shield check. Tailor. He's the tailor. So we had to wait 3 days for him. He is trying to open a wooden puzzle that Rodrin at the wood shop makes for him, and we're going to go see if he's done it. We don't know which one the tailor is, so we'll just move west 1 to 103. That's 7 steps. Okay, see if it's 103. In fact, this is why we got Merwin's map. Let's have a little look. So we know that the tanner's right on the east. Yeah, so the one west of the tanners is the tailor's. There we go. So that's why we've got Merwin's map. 103. Okay. Well, I know who's in there. Zilchek and his wife Tanib. So we'll find those. Well, we know it's going to be Zilchek actually. Where are you, Zilchek? There he is. Okay. So we've come back to Zilchek. What does it say? Wait 3 days and take J4. We have done that. How is he getting on with his wooden box puzzle? Shield check. Alright. J4. Just double check his. Yeah, and he's got J6 and J7. Okay. Welcome, traveller. I hope you are well. Oh yes, the puzzle box. Well, it's been very tricky. Rodrin has outdone himself with this one, but that's the fun, eh? I've not been able to solve the riddle. Would you fancy a go at it? The only thing I ask is that if you solve it, please show me how you did it. Take quest item J2. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure we did a quest item for this one. We didn't put that M1 away, but that's okay. We'll do it now. So he has not managed, unfortunately, to do that. So we want quest item J2 from the items J. No. I bet you it's J5. No. Wait, no. It's one we already did. We already did it. We have to get it back again from the back. Let's find it. Can't remember how long. It was a while ago. It was a while ago that we did the first J. There, J2. Yes. Yes. So this is one we took to him. I shall show you what it looks like. It's not that exciting yet. It's Rodrin's puzzle box. See that? Maybe you can see that. Put it over there. So it's just a wooden box, but the idea is it's one of those wooden puzzles you turn and twist, and then it unlocks. So we've got that in our quest items slot now as well. So there we go. We do not have 50 gold to pay the innkeep. Right, so this doesn't give you any real clues. Here's one of the quests. It's a bit of a mystery because Zilchek has got J4 and J6. So you come back to him after, like he says, to find him if you solve it. So the thing is, there's nothing we can do as a player. How are we doing for time? Almost done. There's nothing we can do as a player. All we've got is the quest item, right? You can't actually do anything with this, right, other than have it. So what you are supposed to infer is that someone else around Port Ovis should help you with it. And I guess the idea is also this person needs to be probably quite a smart person, so you might choose to think, or who can work a wood puzzle. You know it's not the wood shop, you know it's not the tailor, so you could go to the inn and talk to people, you go to the pub and talk to people. Yeah, I mean, I know obviously where you're supposed to go to do it, so I don't know if I should just go there and do it or not, really. Don't think there's much else. I think I will do. Okay, it doesn't matter actually, because we only get, I think, 10 gold from it. So we've got one. Let me just change my gold. We got 1 gold back again. Oh wait, no, we had 40. We had 47. No, what did we get? 15, 46. We had 46. We spent 30. Yeah, we got 10 actually. We got 10. We spent 30. Yeah, we got 16 actually. Actually, I forgot that we got those boar-hide gloves. So we got 16. Should have thought about that. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. Oh no. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's okay. Not fully empty. Got a little bit. Good. Right. Well, what we'll do is we'll go up to G8. Well, how much time we got? We've only got like 1 minute left. Is there anything else we can do? So I know we need to go where we need to go, but I'm just thinking if there's any point. We can't get there with the map, so we have to pack that up anyway. So yeah, that's fine. We've been an hour. That's okay. We're going to pack up, and then we'll carry on with this quest, and there'll be some new exciting things on Monday that we haven't done yet. There'll be new things to do. We'll also sleep, so there might be a dream for us. So we're on dream 4 at the moment. and we'll see what Dream 5 does for us. So we're going to pack up. So like I said, east to west, west to east, left to right, right to left, are always going to be sequential. So you make little piles of all the cards. Yeah, then we'll say, oh, we missed that one off. So you make little piles of the cards and then you put them back in the deck. So I'll show you. I'll show you how long it takes. I don't think it's very long, but yeah, like I said, it's a card-based game, so there's always going to be some card management going on. This is the nature of the game. I'll move one more over to 8, so about the Tanners, just to make our lives a little bit easier on Monday when we come back. We are not going to have the inn, so that's okay. We've got plenty of space in our satchel, so we should be fine. 101 to 112, yeah. 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Yeah, we'll see we'll do a bit of wild sleeping. I don't think there's. Well, we're going to have a whole day, so we should still be okay. Well, I don't know actually. We'll have to think about how it depends what our luck is like, I guess. 78, 79, and then we want 50. 53, 54, and 66. Yeah, we'll do it. I think it'll be fine. Like I said, it's worth doing a slightly different play through for this because yeah, we want to see what it's like. The whole point is to test out these mechanisms, see how they work. So we have finished off a couple of quests, so we've got 3, so we've only got 6 going on at once now. We'll put this back. We're on 8 steps. We've leveled up our armour. Yeah, we're going to have to put some of this stuff, either just drop it on the floor and leave it. Don't know if we need the dead leaves and the stuff from foraging so much. And then we'll put them in here. We've got a few things stacked here which we can't do in the satchel. So we'll have to have a little think about that. But yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, well that is an hour pretty much, so I think that's fine. So yeah, next week on Monday, yeah, we'll look at some other. There's a character we haven't really looked at yet, so we'll come back to have a look at them. And they've got a couple of extra little bits of information that'll be quite interesting. So, like I said, streaming Monday to Thursday, 7 PM UK time, every week for the next few months. So, please feel free to get in touch and give me some feedback. That'd be great. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.